Here we are with the last leg workout of this week. Before I do my jump session, we had clean pulls here for sets of 2. I worked up to 3 top sets at 120 kilos. Last week was 110. Again, still no knee pain, which is great. I had no knee pain coming to the session. I did my isometrics. I got a little bit of pain, which is actually quite normal when you have that tendon response to isometrics. What can happen is, because you're sending such a load and stimulus, you can get a little bit of a flare up at first, and then after about 30 to 60 seconds it should go down, and it should go down to less pain than what it was before the isometrics if you had pain. Now, I didn't actually have any pain before it, but I was doing it as a warm-up, so I did that. Knees felt a slight bit sensitive, and then about 1 minute, 2 minutes after that, the pain was completely gone, and I didn't feel it at all again during these clean pulls. So that was quite good. 3 sets, like I said, of 2 at 120 kilos. And then we went into squats after this. Still doing regular tempo squats. I didn't want to increase the weight though from earlier in the week, so I just worked up to 120 kilos on that as well. But my gosh, I said it in the last video, but it feels good to be doing normal training again. Still not at the loads that I normally use, but being patient and avoiding any flare-ups, so then we can eventually surpass that. And yeah, I've got some pretty big goals for next year, so you've got to keep the knees healthy. Squats here are looking smooth. They felt extremely smooth. It's funny how easy, I mean, these weights are still not heavy, but how much easier squatting feels when you switch from doing slow tempo for months, and then you're actually allowed to push hard again on the concentric. Like, none of these weights felt heavy at all. Again, just being cautious of my knees, but they felt pretty good. So yeah, for next year, definitely hitting an East Bay next year. I want to hit a 360 windmill next year. These are all on 10. And I want to test a 45-inch vert. So 45 and the 360 windmill will probably come at the end of the year. East Bay, I don't think I'm too far off, but that's 2 of the, well, I guess 3 of the goals for next year. I want to shoot high. Sometimes I feel like it's good to shoot for the stars and see where you land. Obviously, realistic goals are good because it's nice to tick things off, but I also think it's good to, have some realistic goals to tick off, and then also have some that seem absurd, and see how close you get. So I do think 45 is doable. All-time goal is 50, which when I first started this journey, I never even thought that was a thing. I thought 40 was going to be like peak, but figured why not try. So after this, 4 sets of 5 of the hamstring Nordic curls, and then single leg calf raises, which I again didn't record because it's nothing exciting. But these Nordics, I'm definitely getting better at going slow and more controlled, but still pretty far off controlling myself all the way down to the ground, and then even further off pulling myself back up. I really don't know how people do that. But yeah, as you can see, getting better.